In today's digital age, data is everywhere. It's moving constantly through emails, messages, financial transactions, and so much more. But did you know that just like a century ago, sensitive information can still be intercepted? In fact, there's a historical lesson in espionage that's surprisingly relevant to today's cyber threats. It's the story of the Zimmermann telegram. In 1917, as World War I consumed Europe, Germany sent a secret telegram to its ambassador in Mexico. This was the infamous Zimmermann telegram, where Germany promised military support to Mexico if they joined the war against the United States. In return, Mexico would regain territories like Texas, Arizona, and New Mexico. But here's the twist. British intelligence intercepted this message as it passed through undersea telegraph cables. British codebreakers decoded the contents and delivered it to the US government, causing a public uproar. This telegram was a key factor in pulling the United States into World War I. The lesson here? Even in 1917, secret communications were vulnerable to interception. But what does this have to do with modern-day cybersecurity? Fast forward to today. The cables and telegraphs have been replaced by vast digital networks that carry data globally. Sniffing is the modern-day equivalent of intercepting messages. It's the practice of monitoring data packets as they travel across the network, just like intercepting the Zimmermann telegram. But instead of decoding a telegraph, cyber attackers can capture sensitive information like passwords, emails, and even financial details. So, how does sniffing work? Cyber attackers use tools called sniffers, or network analyzers, which are deployed to capture data as it moves from sender to receiver. If this data isn't encrypted, it's as easy as reading an open letter. Sniffing attacks are more common than you might think. Let's look at a few examples. 1. Unsecured Wi-Fi networks. Public Wi-Fi, like at coffee shops or airports, is a prime target. If the network is unencrypted, any data sent over it can be intercepted. 2. Insider threats. Sometimes the danger comes from within. A malicious employee with access to the company network could deploy sniffers to capture confidential information. 3. Man-in-the-middle attacks. In these attacks, a hacker intercepts communications between two parties, reading or altering data without either party knowing. Now, you might be thinking, how is this different from what happened with the Zimmermann telegram? The truth is, while the tools have evolved, the idea remains the same: intercept communications to gain an advantage. Let's break it down. 1. Communication channels. Then telegrams traveled over undersea cables, vulnerable at relay stations. Now, data moves across Wi-Fi, Ethernet and fiber optics, vulnerable to interception anywhere it's unprotected. 2. Interception tools, then manual code breaking and interception stations. Now sophisticated tools like Wireshark and TTCP dump can capture data packets in real time. 3. Encryption, then basic codes protected messages, but they could be cracked. Now, encryption methods like SSL, TLS protect data in transit, but unencrypted data is still highly vulnerable. While sniffing sounds like something out of a spy novel, there are steps you can take to protect yourself today. Here's how you can secure your data. 1. Use encrypted connections. Always make sure the websites you visit use HTTPS. The S stands for secure, meaning your data is encrypted. 2. Enable a VPN, a virtual private network encrypts all your data between your device and the internet, adding an extra layer of security, especially on public Wi-Fi. 3. Secure your Wi-Fi. Use WPA3 encryption on your home or office Wi-Fi to prevent unauthorized access. 4. Update regularly. Always keep your software up to date to patch vulnerabilities. 5. Educate your team. Whether you're in IT or not, teaching employees about the risks of phishing and sniffing attacks can save your organization from disaster. Just as the interception of the Zimmermann telegram changed the course of World War I, modern sniffing attacks can lead to serious consequences, from personal data breaches to corporate espionage and even national security threats. But there's hope. History teaches us that by understanding these threats, we can take proactive steps to secure our communications and protect sensitive information. So, how are you protecting your data from interception? Let's continue the conversation.